Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Avinayamapanaya Vishnodamaya Manashamaya Vishayamrigatrishna Avinayamapanaya Vishnodamaya Manashamaya Vishayamrigatrishna Bhutadayam Vistaraya Taraya Bhutadayam Vistaraya Taraya Samsara Sagarata Avinayamapanaya Vishnodamaya Manashamaya Vishayamrigatrishna Raghavam Karunakaram Bhavanashanam Duritapaham Madhavam Khagakaminam Jalarupinam Parameshwaram Palakam Janatarakam Bhavaharakam Ripumarakam Tvam bhaje jagatishwaram Tvam bhaje jagatishwaram Nararupinam Rekhunandanam Om Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Harihi Om. Today is the all auspicious Vaikuntha Ekadashi. I am to speak a few words to you on Mahavishnu and Vaishnavism. Of course, it's a huge subject. I shall take up only a few minutes. One of the astounding facts about Vaishnavism is that there are no public festival in honor of their guardian deity, Sri Mahavishnu, other than the Vaikuntha Ekadashi. Though no sacrifices are offered to Mahavishnu, but one would be struck at the fact that Mahavishnu is worshipped daily together with prayers and meditation by all his devotees. Those who choose Vishnu as their guardian deity are called Vaishnavites or Vaishnavas. They wear a distinct identification, the conspicuous Urdhapundra, as they call it, the mark on their forehead. For them, their most sought after place is the Vaikuntha, the abode of their beloved Lord Mahavishnu, Narayana or Srihari, as he is called. Mahabharata picturizes Vaikuntha in all its glitter and splendor majestically. You can go and read them. Vishnu has been a popular deity from Vedic times. He is referred to there as a blessed cosmic spirit and the god of grace. As time passed, the worship of Mahavishnu, together the development of the idea of avatara, Vaishnavism spread widely and absorbed in it many minor cults. Along the worship of Mahavishnu, there appeared a new element in the Hindu religion known as bhakti, which can be roughly translated as devotion or faith. With the unwavering element of bhakti, Vaishnavism at one time entirely overshadowed even its own intellectual elements. The two great books, the Ramayana and the Mahabharata, also were incorporated and enhanced the strength of Vaishnavism or Vaishnavic tradition. Besides Harivamsha, Pancharatra and Bhagavata Purana in later times. Of these, Bhagavatam and Pancharatra brings out the true spirit of the Krishna Vasudeva ideal, while Bhagavata exalts the perfection of Lord Krishna. The Pancharatra doctrine contained in the 108 Agamas enshrines a perfect Vasudeva. Both these works, for most of their parts, are adopted and scholastically systematized by Acharya Sri Ramanuja, aligning closely the doctrine of the Bhagavad Gita. That's how today's Vaishnavism stands. Therefore, in Vaishnavism, the legend Krishna Vasudeva are no less important than that of Sri Ramchandra of the Ramayana. Sri Krishna's Bhagavad Gita is one of the boldest works that the world has ever seen. It begins by setting forth the Upanishadic philosophy. Bhagavad Gita links this with the purely Vaishnavite theology by declaring the original unity of the souls with the Supreme Soul or the Supreme Self, represented as Vishnu or his manifestation as Sri Krishna. Taking up the Sankhya Yoga antithesis of soul and matter, Bhagavad Gita puts Mahavishnu above everything as their primal source. Though Gita attempts to adjust the rival claims of karma and jnana, works and knowledge, it teaches ultimately the duty of a man as he is stationed in life in a spirit of perfect renunciation and devotion to God. Subtly, this brings into the sphere of genuine Vaishnava Bhakti, that is, the loving devotion to the personal God with its usual accomplishment, the doctrine of special grace. Special grace is referred in the 18th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita as Mat Prasada, my grace. The fundamental idea of Vaishnavism is not just a mystic union with the deity, but it is obtaining this unparalleled grace of God. Also, what is special about Vaishnavism is we have in it a more concrete, more real and more ideal presentation of the universal aspect of the personal God than in any other culture in the world. Especially in the both characters of Sri Rama and Sri Krishna, one can visualize the soul of India. Today is Vaikuntha Ekadashi, the day graced by Lord Mahavishnu. Let us pray and meditate on that universal aspect of the mighty divine, as spoken in the Gita, the Virat Swarupa. Hari Om Tat Sat.